Okay, in this lesson, I want to explain how to load your model, 3D model in UVlayout. Here is the load. Unfortunately, because we are in a trial version, the import is deactivated. When you load something, if you want to load another model beside that, you can use the import. And the save and temporary save will be all are disabled. Load, just we can load. In here in dir, you can click and address your folder. For example, I address this obj folder that I have lots of 3D model on this, and address this obj to software. And here, this is an dir directory of your models, and you can you can insert ply, obj, and UVlayout files. Just these three formats will be supported. And for example, I want to insert that sword. Before you inserting, you can show it, and you can see on this 3D window. With a scroll, you can zoom in or zoom out, left click and drag to rotate, and middle mouse button to pan. You can see your model before inserting this software. And we have obj and ply option. These two are most important, and these settings are not, because they are editing and correcting the mesh and edge issues on your model. Be careful about that, because it maybe cause your model distort and change your topology. So be sure that you are modeling correct in your software, Cinema 4D, 3D Max, Maya, any software, Blender if you use. The type. If you have a subdivision model or a poly model, you can choose between them. Here you can see the difference between poly models and subdivision models. As you can see, this is a poly model that you can see the polygon on that. It's a foam brick, and in the other level of subdivision, we have a smooth model. If you have this model, you have to activate that. All of our models are in a polygon. An important part is UVs. If you want to create your UV from scratch, select new. If you know your model has already UV, you can edit them. Okay. But in this model, I want to create UV from scratch. Weld UVs. If you want to edit UV and some of the UVs all separated to each other, you can weld it. Clean non-manifold edges. What is non-manifold edges in a 3D model? This is edges. This is correct edge that have faces connected to the two face. And this is non-manifold edges that connect to the more than two edge, and this is not correct. This is non-manifold. It's delete or clean that, and sometimes your model will be distorted. Your model will be change its topology, I think. And detach flipped UVs. If you editing and UVs, it's a flipped UV that, for example, we have a lot of UV in one direction, some of the UVs in the wrong direction, and it detached them and didn't drop to the edit menu. And of course, undropped odd polygons. If we have unnormal polygons, the software detect them and didn't drop in the UV. Be careful about these settings. For example, weld geom vertices, weld some vertices, and maybe your topology or model has changed. It's caused a lot of problems. Don't use them, but make sure that you're modeling correct in your 3D package. So I select that and click load. A window will be open. This is a 3D window. Oh, sorry, I have to make sure that I'm going to edit that to new UV. I want to make a UVs from scratch and load. And this is our 3D model. As I said before, you can navigate to that. In the next lesson, I will explain more about navigation and interesting thing in UVlayout.
Hello my friends, to continue these tutorials on YouTube, subscribe us, like us, and hit the bell icon. And now you will be alerted about all of the amazing videos that we release.